Greetings, crafters, and welcome to episode 159 of Better Than Wolves with T-Kush35. We're coming back here a little bit of time in between episodes, and we're about to make a chicken feeder slash breeder. Ideally, it's going to be both. So, we're coming in for supplies here. I grabbed another dispenser for the chicken feed, or the melon seeds. I think I at least need one. I've got 2 block dispensers for timing, I've got a turntable, redstone clutch, and then some extra redstone shenanigans and some axles and gearboxes, as we shall need. I will, however, need several different blocks that will let me create non-redstone signal transferring bits. So there's some blocks there, and I think I'll probably just use some wood for the rest of them. And in between episodes, Wired, because he heard my feedback in the last episode, updated the bloodwood planks, and they look disgustingly awesome now. Look at this color. This is fan-freaking-tastic. So there it is right there. That's something I want to build with. I kind of wish I'd made my mob tower out of that wood now. Granted, I didn't have that wood as a supplied item, but it would have been amazing. Maybe someday I'll go back and redo it. That's probably not likely, because that'll take forever and a day. So, not something I'm too keen on, but it is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Let's go see if we have some other non-redstone transferring blocks over here. If not, I can just, make some with my saw. And the volume's a bit loud. Let's turn that down a little bit, because I like not deafening myself and you guys and gals. No, do the thing. Alright, so that corner, and that won't be enough, but I'll go get some later, I think. Or I'll just do it now. Le sigh. So we'll want, I don't know, some spruce, some birch. Just different items that won't stack, so you can set up with the block dispenser. Because in order to get a 10-minute timer, it's like a turntable on setting 2 into a block dispenser with X into another block dispenser with X. Because I don't quite remember what that distribution is off the top of my head, because it's been a while and a half since I've had to know that information. So we'll just get some more siding going. It's like block dispenser, 10-minute timer. I don't want generic Minecraft. Need better than wolves. Did anyone post? I think there's a video that I've built off of. Yeah, I think I'll have to just go pop into my old world and double check, because I had a 10-minute timer on there. At least I'm pretty sure I did. Let's see, siding. We'll get some corners. Right, got each of those, yeah. I should make it so that I can throw a button in there and then it wouldn't matter. I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit further. But while that's chopping, no, it should be done enough. There we go. Okay. That'll do for now. We'll look up the exact timing later. And I'm well aware that this entire setup is going to be relatively squished in comparison with what I'm going to want in the long run. But we'll worry about that when the time comes. I'll rip it apart as need be. Because, we'll want to be able to handle this overflowing more than just straight into here. We'll want a higher stack of chicken feed to work, etc., etc. So what we need is we need to hook up this with the proper stuff, and this just needs a timer, a straight up timer, I think. Yeah, so we're going to need some power. So let's start by plopping a chest over here so I can dump off all of these items that I don't need for now. And we just want to get that timer going, so let's get a turntable coming in from this direction. Definitely want to be careful with fires. Let's see, we'll have to bring this down. Probably that many to get the turntable on an even level. Or closer to an even level. That's not what I wanted. Want it there. Thank you very little. Do want to also make sure that it is well lit enough back here, so I might have to go get some jack-o'-lanterns or something, or candles. Still got to work on making that. Okay, so yeah, there's the turntable turning, which is freaking awesome as well. We'll just use loose cobble because it doesn't matter. And we'll need some redstone torches. And bump this back. This will all just go straight into... Do I want this farther back so I can expand it? Probably. Fine. And by expand, I mean incorporate the sending multiple signals from one pulse scenario. So instead of having it all be right here, I'll put it back one gearbox farther. And that'll work better in the long run. Then I don't have to completely tear apart everything multiple, or too many multiple times, hopefully. Oh, okay, so this was actually lower. So if I just bring it one more, that should be fine. Whoops. Let me out. Let me out. Alright. Boop. I said boop. And then boop. Yeah, that's going to be not achievable from that angle. So I'll just go like that. And then this. And eat some stew. Okay. Get a turntable right here. And we'll just have the redstone signal be a little bit lower. And that's no big deal. Yeah, we do want this. It might even be the lowest setting that I need to have it on. Could see that being a thing. Like I said, I'll have to double check. But either way, then we just have the block dispenser for the first level timer into a redstone torch, which will only have a signal X number of pulses, into a second block dispenser, which will do the same thing. So, can I... let's see, I can just put the redstone, like, right here. Or, to allow more space over here, I'm gonna have it face that way. So, come here, you. Monsieur Block Dispenser. That's not where I wanted that to be, but that's fine. Okay, into... Sure, why not? Prevent the having to be down. Get another redstone torch. Okay. So that is will be our 10-minute signal. And for now, we can just, send it over here. Need to determine if that is precisely where that is all going to go. Let's see. This actually needs a faster signal than that. So we're going to need to pull this signal, I think, over here as well, which should work fine. And I'm not going to actually extend that yet because I want to be sure that this is the positioning of the dispensers. So this will be full of chicken feed. I might want to put a hopper on top of it, just that because then I can have more storage. That would be good. And this will all be... I can always put this farther down to allow for more storage from the melon seeds. So that'll be nice. But I'm going to go check on the 10-minute timer quick, so I'll be right back. And I'm back. Ended up having to do a little bit of testing in my void world because the timer that I had in my old world actually wasn't 10 minutes on the mark, and I figured that out with math. I didn't actually sit there and wait for 10 minutes. But the general gist is, with a turntable, there with the 4 settings, and based on the number of torches you can have 4 basic times, which all generically makes sense. Setting 1, with 1 torch you get a pulse every 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 8 seconds, 16 seconds. Now, one of the easy ways to get a 10-minute timer is to have it on setting 3, have 15 items in the first block dispenser, and then 5 in the second. So that means I will need 14 non-redstone transferring items, and then 1 that is, and then 4 and 1. So I'm going to not have enough here, which is fine. I'll go get some more. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll need 4 more. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to need 1 more in this bad boy, and I'm just going to use an axle because I can make them relatively easily. And then the 15th block will be one that I can't have it fall, so it can't be cobblestone like I would used to, or dirt, so I'll have to go get some more of those. And then I need 4 in there. Okay, so let's go get some of that. Also going to want some glass and a couple other things. Now, I'm keeping in mind that this supply for melons is going to be insufficient, probably, to deal with 1 chicken permanently. So, let's see. We'll have smooth stone be that, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3. And I somehow don't have corners made for my stone, so I should just be able to do that. Oh, stone fence. Stone fence. How did I not know about stone fence? What have I been doing with my life? Clearly not paying attention. So we're going to want to be certain of when exactly this timer starts. So, I mean, I guess I can have it set up and running, and it's not going to matter when exactly it goes, right? Right. And then the 5th one. Excuse me. Had to sneeze. Okay. I'm going to actually take out my axle and get the stone fence, because stone is replaceable. And axles, while also replaceable, require a little bit more. Okay, so this will be giving a pulse over to this dispenser once every 8 seconds, which should be enough for 1 chicken. More than enough, considering, you know, it won't be eating that much. And then, or shouldn't. Really, it's just to make sure that the pressure plate isn't tripped up somehow by an item expiring. It just makes sure that an item will always be there. And then this will have a signal once every 10 minutes to spit out a chicken feed, which I have some stock of in a different spot. So what we're going to need some glass. We're going to need... I have some torches. Ooh, turning into a big storm. Yeah, I want some glass so I can see where the chicken is sitting once I actually get a chicken in there, which I think I'm going to do by trying to hatch an egg, because that should be fine. And let's see. glass right over here. Okay, glass, and that should be all. And then we'll actually grab the bit of chicken feed that I've made just from harvesting. Oh, that's where my stone corners got to. Okay. I've been harvesting pumpkins, using their seeds, grinding up bone meal, etc., etc. And let's actually not have that sending a signal yet, since I don't want anything to go crazy quite yet. So ideally the chicken is right here, right? So that means, oh, I want to be so very careful with the glass, because I want to be certain of where I'm placing everything. So we'll want containers here. If the chicken's here, you should be able to eat from there and there, right? We want to make sure this signal is working as desired, though. I believe it should just be... What was that? Oh, that was a melon dropping! Oh, that's awesome. That is fantastic. It should just be a redstone signal right there. And that should maintain... Ooh. Yeah, perfect. Cool, so that's going to maintain a melon seed over there. And this will just trigger it in the event that it, you know, desperately needs to be triggered. And that should only happen if somehow this gets tripped up. Really, it should only happen when there's multiple chickens in there and the pressure plate to redstone torch signaled isn't fast enough. And this will just be the backup, like, restart, if you will. I did air quotes in the air, but you can't see that. Maybe someday I'll get a webcam so you can see my gorgeous face. But until that point, we're going to worry about it in not very large of a manner. So, right, I have to double check spacing here. The chicken killer should still be over at the other base. Do I worry about that? Actually, no, I'll just check it in my other world quick. Be right back. Yep, should be fine. Just having the chicken be housed right there should be more than sufficient. I do want to, however, make sure that that has a... Ooh, see, now that didn't fire. Oh, right, we've got redstone signal interference. Which means I'll actually want a repeater here, so that doesn't happen again. But does it actually work? Since the redstone torch, no, this signal needs to go into the block that has the torch on it. It's a slight pain. And I guess it's not a pain so much as it is an inconvenience, because that means I have to carve this out a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, just have the redstone signal come over here. This is all very, very temporary. Well, not super temporary, but somewhat temporary. Yep, and there that is. Okay, perfect. However, by temporary, I mean I'm not going to try to make it look clean. I don't think that's necessary right now. It's going to be in a hidden area anyway. So let's see, we have the glass here so that I can see in, because I like being able to see into my machines. Glass is kind of an expensive way of doing it, but that's the only way of keeping the items safe. Does mean that whenever I rebuild this, I am going to need to remake some glass, but you know, provided a trip to the nether, that is something that can be moved. Now the other question is, should I be spitting out these melon seeds? Probably not. So let's shove them over here for now. Granted, any melons going in there will just keep doing what they're doing. But I don't have a chicken here yet, so I don't wanna mess with it. Okay, so we're going to need a hopper at the very least. I think for now, just gonna worry about getting a chicken set up in there, and I can go manually harvest the, ooh, good, I have plenty of hoppers. I can go manually harvest the, eggs on my own. Just go, and, we can follow up in another time. Okay, so I have lots of hoppers. I have another dispenser. Maybe I could just build that. I would need a saw. I need a water source, which I can bring down from anywhere, really. Might need to move my ladder, unsurprisingly. Either way, so hopper right here where the chickens live. And that's another melon coming in. Fantastic. Let's just cut that signal. And the melons will just accrue here instead of... Ah, right. Yeah, stop it. Okay. The chicken will need to be secure. Ooh. Maintaining it at this height means getting a chicken in there is going to be very difficult. Or destructive. Okay. Well, that's fine. That means we just stop using glass right there. I should go get some wood and a different light source. Going to be a couple back and forths here because I didn't 100% think this out. I thought out the initial parts of what I needed to do, but not much after that. Do I have any trapdoors available? Because that's something that makes this much more readily accessible. That's a planter, huh? Alright, better than wolves trapdoor. I forget the recipe. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so some shafts and some planks. Because this will make it accessible after the fact, but keep the chickens locked in, if you will. Okay, so we have some candles, a bunch of carved pumpkins. So the difference is inconsequential because I need a candle no matter what. Someday I'll be able to make a supply of tallow again without just hunting. That day is not this day. Alright, so candle and candle, just because we don't want things catching on fire. Alright, have some hearty stew. Nom nom nom. And then encase this in junglewood planks instead of anything else. A trapdoor so that I can, spit eggs in there to get a chicken in. So that'll be good. Now I need some power. I also wanted to put a hopper here. So gonna have to bring it from over here. This one will be easy. Just good old bring it from the side. 1, 2, yep, gonna need another one. Okay. And this signal can come from over this direction instead of that direction, and that'll make getting power to that hopper easier by quite a bit. Now, for now, I think I'm just gonna put that hopper into a chest. We'll see what time. How much time I have. Okay, so continuing on, we want to pull the power from over here. That should power all of those hoppers. Ta-da! So that'll give us extra space to put chicken feed in here, because I could make a lot more chicken feed. And that would be good, because then they'll keep breeding. The bigger concern, obviously, is keeping them fed instead of breeding, which will be this. So stockpiling in here, either stockpiling or just having a perfect ratio of keeping the chickens fed versus number of chickens in the killing and breeding machine, you know? We'll figure out how difficult that is come some future point. So I can close that. This, I'm actually going to bump back one, so I have a little more walking space. I'll probably, you know, bring this down a level instead of me having to jump up all the time. Because the viewing space, you want to be like right here, so you can see the chickens, you can see the feed, you can see... I guess that's the feed and those are the seeds, but you can see everything. That's much more user-friendly, if you will. We'll just put, you know, some slabs for now, so I don't have to jump quite so much. Because I haven't been concerned about that, but I probably should. Let's replace that with some wood, so we're not worried about spawning stuff. If somehow I haven't lit up this area well enough, which is entirely feasible. Speaking of which, let's go over here and set some light right there. I think that'll hopefully help it all. Okay, so this core machine here should keep everything going fine. So I guess we could move straight into the rest of it. So here's the dispenser for launching the eggs. And I'm going to need to pull up my screenshots for the chicken killer. And we're going to need to figure out this situation. I also need to get a redstone signal down there, which is now more difficult with that hopper being in the way. Or is it? Doesn't matter. I think I can bring a redstone signal down underneath it, and it shouldn't matter. Where is my pulse that's coming every X number of minutes? That is this one. And I pretty much want it to also go here. So I guess I just get some more redstone to do that. And this actually doesn't require a repeater, does it? No, that can just be that bad boy. And then that could be that. And you get a signal every 8 seconds, which in theory should be... that should be more than enough. It will. You'll get a collection of eggs in the morning, and then it can, you know, hatch them across the course of the day. So that'll be fine. And then I don't have to worry about messing with this power over here. So we're going to need a lot more space in this direction for all of the chicken killing, growing, and then... ooh. Are they going to starve before they grow into adults? That is entirely feasible. I guess I didn't think of that one. Gonna have to assess that at a later date. I think for now we're just gonna have to be satisfied with collecting the eggs. And checking to see if 5 melons falling is enough for 1 chicken. Yeah, so let's just execute on that. You know, I've got some melon seeds that have been accumulating. Yeah, that'll be fine. So let's go... do I have any more ladders left? No, I must have put them all away. Okay. Slab for now then. Go get some eggs that I have stockpiled elsewhere. Yeah, it is entirely feasible that the babies would starve before they grow into adults, and thus my machine, the old layout of my machine will no longer work. Have to have a way to keep the babies fed and then slaughter them farther down the line, which is going to be a challenge for sure. I mean, at the very least, I just need more food seeds. Which isn't so much a challenge, but will, you know, take more resources. Hey, that was a melon falling. It's so exciting that it's working. You know, I just need more iron to get the water tower higher so I can get this tower higher. Really, my base is just going to be full of a bunch of towers. Alternatively, I could have done it all underground, but that would take a lot of digging. And I don't know how much digging I want to have to do. Alright, so let's get a chicken in there. Herp. Herp. One of these will be a chicken, right? Someday. Oh no, chicken, you went the wrong... Why you do this? You hatched in the wrong area. Eggs are dumb in where they... Okay, I think I hit the sweet spot. Just gonna have a bunch of yolks, which is fine. Aha! Chicken! Got it. One trapped chicken. Alright, let's get those redstone pulses going. We for sure want that one to get it fed. And do I worry about you? I'm just gonna kill that. So let's see here. Stop trying to run. Yeah, I definitely should do some timing. Granted, I don't know how frequently melons grow on average, so that would kind of throw off any sort of calculations that I could do as far as that goes. And this is pointless to start until the chicken has actually grown up. So I guess I'm gonna go empty out my inventory, sort of thing. And I don't remember how long it usually takes them to grow up. Is it like 10 minutes? 20 minutes? Longer? Not sure. I don't particularly feel like timing it either, so we're not going to worry about that for now. A little bit more iron, kind of keeping my shears around for vines, but it definitely uses them quickly. So I don't know how much I want to continue that. Okay, eggs, for some reason I had in animal drops, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Let's see, I can put away that, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Alright, we're getting to a cleaner inventory. Put back my very small amount of redstone. Got some torches. Candles. Okay, so let's go check, see if we had any customers overnight, or over several nights. I don't remember how long I was chilling around the base between episodes. Fair amount of, or an okay amount of experience. I gotta find a better way of storing more of it. That I can go without using it for longer periods of time. Since just putting it on my person isn't... I mean, I suppose that is a way of storing it, but it's not that great. Okay, so 3 iron. It's not great, it's not terrible. Yeah, there's a zombie around here somewhere. Not sure where, there's probably some cavern that's unlit. I think there was... Ow. I think there's something... Oh! There's one back here. With bat wings in his hand. Okay. What's this for? Candle. I need more candles. Can you do that? No. You can do it there. And then, oh, it's entirely feasible that he was over here. Pretty sure I can put a torch right there without any issue. That should help that little problem. Wasn't there... Oh, how do I get back out of here? Help! I've trapped myself, help! I thought there was somewhere else that wasn't this. That was back here. Maybe my memory's false. Whatever. Cured that one zombie. What's going on here? It's weird. None for you. I'll come back and check this later. Go on an adventure between episodes or something. But that, I think that's gonna do it for now. It accomplished what I wanted to for the episode. So let's go take one more quick look. Actually, I can just toss these drops into the sorting system. Woohoo! My super long sorting system, yes. But it works for now. I don't want any of you in my inventory, so be gone. Okay, so that's great. That means once that chicken grows up, I can turn on the feeding system, which will be in the morning. And I don't think I'm going to ever deal with a pressure plate for this. I will just always keep in mind how many chickens are in this pen, and then have that execute the signal so many times. This I want to get reset. Oh, I guess it didn't matter, did it? It was mid-cycle. It was going to perform the cycle no matter what. Was that the chicken eating? I think it was. How many seeds have you eaten so far? Hungry, hungry boy. 10? So 10 a day. That means I'm probably not. This means I probably don't have nearly enough melons to maintain. We'll see. So yeah, once that chicken is grown up, I will start the feeding system, and then I'll have some automatic eggs. It won't be near having automatic feather production anytime soon, but baby steps. Once we have a supply of eggs, I could manually use the eggs, make a big pen for a bunch of chickens to grow up in. I can go slaughter them, etc., until I figure out, a secondary system to feed the babies before they would grow up. Or I could do some tests in my creative world and see if they perish before they grow into adults. Or maybe they don't grow into adults unless they have food, which would kind of make sense. Either way, that's going to do it for the episode. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.